All right, story time. Okay. I'm going to try to get as much as I can in little bit of time because I know how human beings' attention span is. If I don't get you within those first 3 seconds, okay, you're out the door. Okay, so this video is going to be about my weight loss journey, like many women, out here that put their weight loss journey, online. And the reason why I decided to do this is because I get asked a lot as to what I did. Okay, so here we go. What I did first was I went 2 weeks without eating any food. Okay. The only thing that I did or consumed was water with potassium and potassium and magnesium powders, and coffee, black coffee. That's what I did for 2 weeks. Okay. I went and cleaned out my whole cupboard. I had no food in the house. That's what I did. Now, was this easy? Hell no, it wasn't easy. Okay, I went through it. Okay, I would be in the middle of the night, walking, pacing. A couple of times I didn't go to work because I was just that irritable. But I was just that determined to start this weight loss journey. Now, my biggest weight that I was 234. Okay, now during those 2 weeks, I almost was just like, oh my God, I can't do this. Okay, but I just was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. Once I got through that first week, I was like, okay, I can do this. Was it still hard? Yes, it was. But I made it through the 2 weeks. Okay. After the 2 weeks, I implemented intermittent fasting, okay, and keto diet. So I was ordering from this food service called Factor that one of my coworkers put me on to, and I loved it. Okay, now I couldn't afford the 3 meals a day or whatever like that, so I literally only got 1 meal a day. So the service was where it provided me with 1 meal a day, a protein and and veggies, and that's what I did for about 3-4 months. Okay, the food is good. I was actually surprised. The food was really good. Okay, so within that, I incorporated where I would walk every day 3 to 5 miles. So when I would go to work, because I work on a base, I would walk 3 miles while I was at work, like my lunch. So I would start my walk at 11:30 and then end by 1 o'clock. Okay, because that's when my next meeting would start. Then after I would get home, I would do another, 2 miles. Okay. After a while, I had to incorporate strength training. Now, strength training I hate, but I have to do it because I'm older now. Okay. And we need that. I know we don't like it, but you have to do it. You don't have to be a bodybuilder, but you definitely have to incorporate strength training. Okay. And I see the difference. Okay. Because it makes your body don't hurt anymore. You don't feel stiff, and, you just need to do it. So I do that 3 times a week. Sometimes I do it 5 times a week, depending on what muscle I'm working on. So as time went on, the weight was, coming off. Now, I need to tell you, when I was doing the Factor meals, okay, at the activity level that I was at, the Factor meals sufficed. Once I revved it up and started incorporating strength training, I'm not going to say sick, but my body was not feeling it. It wasn't enough. And at the time, I did not realize it, okay? Or I'm paying attention, but I don't know why. I'm like, wow, all of a sudden I'm tired now. I can't. When I would get up in the morning, it would take me like 7 minutes to get out of bed. I had no energy. I was passing out. I was fainting. All of this was happening. And I'm just like, what is going on? Why is it that, I'm losing the weight and this is happening? Well, turns out I'm not putting in enough energy for what I was doing. Okay. This is what they mean by, you having to eat enough to suit whatever activity level you're at. Okay. So if you're a person that doesn't move your body, you don't need all this food, which is energy source. Okay. Because you're not burning it. But once I incorporated more activity, which was that strength training, oh, no. My body was like, this ain't enough. What you want us to do? What you want us to do? So I finally started to incorporate 2 meals a day. No, I was doing 2 protein shakes, and a meal. And that seems to have cleared it up. But before that, I was going to the doctor because I thought something was wrong. But it was just I wasn't consuming enough to for the energy levels that I needed to be able to function. So as time went on, dropping the weight, and I stayed consistent. And it's been that way ever since. Every now and again, I incorporate other things like this Serene Bitters. Now, when I first got put on bitters, I did it for 30 days. And it was disgusting, okay? I mean, they told me it was disgusting, but bitters is a taste you cannot compare it to nothing. I don't know what crap tastes like, but maybe it's close to that. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But I pushed through that because they said it is very, very, very beneficial, okay? But bitters has this taste where it will linger for days. You can't eat it away. You can't drink it away. Matter of fact, once you take it, you don't even want to eat. Because everything it just does something to your palate. But I've gotten past that, okay? Because the benefits of bitters is worth it, okay? It is worth it. Your body, especially your digestive system, where we're talking about your kidneys, your liver, your pancreas, all of that is necessary to run properly in order for you to even lose weight. Okay, you want your spleen, all of that you want to work properly. That gut, that colon, okay? So I just found out about 2 months ago that bitters comes in flavors. So it's this company called Serene Herbs, okay? And they make them in flavors. So this is mango, I have gotten orange. And again, I'm not going to sit up here in front. The bitters are still there. That taste is still there. But it helps it a little bit to be like, okay, you taste a little something else. Okay, so I swear by this, okay? I buy these myself, so I'm not being sponsored. I am just putting people on game to actually incorporate the soursop bitters into your diet. When you're first starting off, take it for 30 days, 2 teaspoons a day, and just watch how you feel in the inside. Because it doesn't matter what you look like on the outside if you still feel like crap in the inside. If you don't have any energy, if you can't concentrate, you can't see your vision, all of those things are important. So I swear by this. So moving forward, to close this out for the ones that stayed to watch, again, there's no magic pill. There is no magic pill. It didn't take us overnight to get obese or overweight, so it's not going to happen overnight. You just have to be dedicated. You got to have the willpower to do what you have to do. You can still be a foodie, but you just have to do it in moderation. I still eat, okay? I still go out and eat, but I just don't eat all day, and I don't gluttony eat anymore because it doesn't make me feel good. And so what's the point in doing something if you're not going to feel good, okay? I still like pizza, but instead of me eating a half a box, I eat 1 slice, okay? I love chicken wings. Chicken wings, all types of flavor, blue cheese, Cajun, whatever. But guess what? Instead of me eating 12, guess what? 2 or 3 suffices for me, and I'm good, okay? When I am full, I can't eat no more. So I'm doggy bagging it everywhere, okay? I love steak, but I can't eat a whole steak in a setting. I cannot do it. So I can take a steak, a ribeye, and I would eat off that for 3 days. Just add some veggies to it or, whatever side. Or sometimes I don't even have a side. I just eat meat because I love meat. I'm a meat eater, okay? So as I stated before, it's not something that's easy. There are things out there that can make it easy, but you still have to maintain. You still have to do that. And it's okay, because nobody should want to be overweight. Okay, we don't see it when we're young, but definitely it will catch up to you when you get older. So with that said, I hope I've answered everyone's questions. If not, leave me a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Bye.